Hello, welcome back again. So you've already watched a video one which shows you how to mark the key levels. This is the same pair we're looking at. We marked this earlier. This is the New Zealand against the US dollar. Okay, so the brown lines represent the key levels. What we're going to do now, which is more interesting because we're actually in a live market, we're going to work out and show you how to do channels so that you can work out what the trend is, and with the trend in confluence with your key levels, you'll be able to get good entries, and will also include range bars. So let's start off with a range bar. As you can see, I'm going to point to you the range bar here. You can see you have a low and you have two highs. This is the range that's at play at a key level, and you can see price is actually testing a key level right now. Alright, so looks like we're going to get a breakaway play. Okay, what does it say here? We're going to look at channels. Range bars we looked at, and we're going to go into that in more detail later on. But firstly, let's get our channel lines drawn so that we can have a tradable chart. Okay, so now I'll show you how to do the channels. Firstly, when I do channels, let's go back to the monthly. Let it load. Okay, if you look at the monthly chart, okay, this pair you can say is in a primary bear channel. So we'll just show you how to draw the channels now to work that out. You got to take 2 points on a channel. So there's a point and there's a point and this is a point. So I want to draw this point here, carry that down, and it will connect to these 2 points, which is 1 point there and 1 point there, and these points connect with these 2 points. And as you can see right now, the market is testing this key level, and obviously it's going to have confluence with this key level and hit this channel. Okay, we call this a primary bear market. However, if you look a bit more closely, okay, you can see that price already bounced off this descending channel, and price looks to break this channel. So what you want to do really from this stage, right, I don't want to get too complicated with you. I know a lot of you are new. So to draw the channel, you take 2 points and you take 2 points from the past and see if they really work out with the future. And in this case they do, because this is the wider channel. You could even take this lower if you wanted to from this side and take these points down here, and you can see how it matches up there, right? So we're going to tighten this up a bit though, because it does look tighter, and ignore the spike and we'll take it in from there. Okay, then you can also see another, that's the bearish descending channel, but there's also ascending channel here as well, so we'll mark that in as well. Okay, there it is right there, and then you can see it right there. Okay, so you've got this points marked up, and you've got these 2 points, and you can see how it flies through. You can see price break through this area, retest it, test this channel, pull back in, and along it goes. Now we want to go to shorter term channels now, because we're looking at here, we're looking at a primary bear market and a secondary bull market, and it looks like we're going back to break the primary bear market from a secondary bull market to rejoin the to turn the secondary bull market into a primary bull trend. If we break this, we should start testing levels up here. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour chart. Pull this in a bit. Okay, so now it's more visible what channels are being played. So you know that today, yeah, today on the New Zealand, you're going to get a touch of this level later on today, 67167. Okay, so that's basically how you draw your channels and your trend lines. Okay, let's look at the daily chart. You just look for a trend. On the daily, you can see that, like I said, there was a descending channel. There's your descending channel, and we have confluence here of the ascending channel meets the descending channel. That's why there's a big reaction here, and now we've had a couple of touches on this already. You see, retested, and now we're going for a test up here. So if we don't make 67167 late one today, then we'll make 0.6700 on the handle. Okay, because this is where the market's playing. As you can see, upper lip of the channel, a few times failing to miss that, but definitely, you know, this is at play, this descending channel. So really, when you do channels, you just take 2 points from an origin, and so you've got this 2 points here, and we took the larger points down here. We go to a bigger time fail for the ascending channel. There's your 2 points, point there, okay, so that's good enough. You can go wider, but this is more of we would call this overbalance. It's more excessive, more about noise. The true channels are in here. You can see the retest recently, retest there, go back in the past. Well, that's all the history I have on that, so can't really go back further. Okay, so one thing to understand, the primary trend is the larger trend, and it usually lasts more than a year. Okay, secondary trend is an intermediate trend when the primary trend is retracing. Okay, the minor trend can appear at any time, and that's just a short-term trend. Okay, so for instance, if we go to a smaller time frame, 15 minutes, and I'll show you an example of the short-term trend. So you can see that's a short-term trend as the market moves here. So I'll give you a little line on that so you can see it. Short-term trend. Okay. Essentially, what's been going on, if you want to understand this pair, basically, all that's happening is that we're testing the key levels, as we showed you on video 1. And this level, it looks like to break today, which is good. So if we break this level, quite simply, on NU, we're going to retest the upper end of the channel at 6680. And if we get through that, we'll be at this key level. If we can break above this key level, I think we'll get some rejection here because we get pulled back. But once the rejection is finished here, we'll retest this level, and later on, maybe before the end of the month, we should close about 68186. Okay, now what I want to do is help you to get entries on a daily basis. How do you join this trend? We have a nice trend from here going upwards, then accumulation sideways within this range, and then it looks to break out now to the upside. Okay, but if you miss these entries, how do you get in on a daily basis? Because it's already moving. How do you do your entries? How do you execute trades to join this journey on this bullish New Zealand dollar against the US dollar? I'm going to show you that on the next video. But before we go to the next video, I want to show you how to find a range and how to benefit from a range. See, you can see a range here. I'm going to mark it for you so that you can see it clearly. Right, you see the market's ranging. Low of the range, high of the range. Okay, so if the market breaks down, you're a seller. Market breaks up, you're a buyer. That's how simple ranges are to draw. Just identify them. You'll find them throughout history on any chart. Let's go back in the past. Here you have a range again. Small short term here though, and then you get the breakout. So just draw the range. Looking for a nice range. Here's one here. Break the bottom of the range, you're selling short the market. Break the top of the range, you're a buyer in the market. Okay, but you want to get a better executions than just waiting for the breakout. So the idea is you'll be trying to buy the bottom of this range, and you'll be trying to sell the top of this range. So you'll be trying to sell the top of the range if you're bearish, and you'll be trying to buy the bottom of the range if you're bullish. Okay, and how to work out whether you should be bearish or bullish will be in a few subsequent videos after this one. The next video after this, we're going to discuss how to get entries on a daily basis after you've missed the key level entry. You can still join the trend after the price takes off. I'm going to show you how to join the trend after the price takes off. Okay, so that precludes our video on primary, secondary and minor trends. It precludes our video on how to draw ranges, and that's all included with your key levels. So I hope that's helpful, but it's not complete because you need to learn how to enter on a daily basis, and I'll give you tips on how to join a trend after it's already taken off. Like today, where were you getting on this particular move? Okay, I'll show you how to do that on the next video. All right guys, thank you very much.